Hello and welcome back. We got ourselves a game against Iranian AM 1978, 1357. The great period of the Great War, I would presume. I don't know. Must just be a random series of 8 digits. Anyhow, uh, he looks like we might have a slow player, so let's just check his profile out a bit. Oh, I meant to play e4. Fuck! That's a big. Huh, that's a huge tempo loss there. Okay, Ali Amiri from Tehran looks like a lovely man with his goat and his child. I never thought I'd be saying that, but has a suspiciously amazing record. He's like on a hot streak and 100% accuracy. Okay, it was only 4 moves. Some, yeah, it may be suspicious, but everyone can have a good streak, so there's nothing to be particularly alarmed about at this point. Let's just pay attention to how much time he takes on each of his moves. That'll give us more of a clue. That will give us a bit more of a clue. If he's spending like 3 seconds exact each move, then there's more hunch. But so far, I'm not getting the sense of a AI player. That's for sure. This is not quite AI caliber in my opinion. It's a very predictable plan, which is easily met. So I've just made his 2 moves look kind of silly, I think. Or at least that's what I'm hoping to prove now. So that's why I'm just gonna make sure this pawn stays robustly over here. To guard this knight, of course, and be careful of this diagonal. But right now, our main idea is to play against this series of backwards knight moves. Make them look a bit foolish. That should be good for us. And then, of course, we got to figure out our own pawn break. Right now, we're kind of stabilizing the position. You know, we did lose the tempo in the opening, and he is trying to go for it. Uh, I don't know. I think he might be over pushing a bit. Maybe he's over pushing a bit. But he saw that I had made that silly move with e3 and then e4, so he probably figures that it's correct to kind of go all out. But it really wasn't that big a sin, and I am white after all. So, okay, so he's finally put quite a bit of pressure on it, and now we have to decide if we want to play here so that we can keep that momentum going, and I think I will. I will now give him this new angle and see about this. Yeah, this looks correct. Of course, we are giving him some juicy squares here, no doubt about it. But it seemed preferable to the alternative. So he's keeping a stable, robust, long-term, a little bit boring advantage. Fine, fine, fine. I can't begrudge you for that. I can't begrudge you for that. It's fair play, totally fair play. But we're not going to make it just an easy walk in the park. Don't worry. We are just going to keep it cool here. This knight, we want to keep him at the back. And not quite sure what we want to do with these guys here, but we do need to come up with some sort of a plan here. I'm thinking somehow get the rook interested in this area. That's a good way to change the direction of the game, right? We don't want to be just caught defending everything. But let's throw in a tap on that queen. Don't let that go. Okay, okay. Okay, okay. He really wants to get this fella in here, and he might. He just might. But we're trying to make the argument that his pieces are off in no man's land here. And even though this is a nice outpost with pretty decent coverage, it's not enough on its own. And now, can we muster up enough piece energy here to exploit the geometry of the position for our benefit? He's planning this. He's planning that because he can see the pressure is starting to boil, right? The pressure is starting to build. So let's play this. I think it's pretty aggressive. He can take this still because now, yeah, he can. Okay, we have to take it, and he's got to take it with the king. Oh, he can take it with the queen too? No. I think that was a blunder because I have the back rank covered. Okay. Well, we have to take it. And now how do we just ensure that we win this endgame here? I think a knight check feels in order, but then not so clear. Maybe with bishop we attack this with bishop. You can, let's prepare it. This bishop is a bit of a nuisance. Okay, let's buckle down strong here. Let's buckle down strong. We're still keeping his pieces kind of off key here. And now we're gonna come back and attack. We got two targets in sight and too much pressure. Too much pressure for this family man. He put up a valiant fight, with his goat and his kid. They fought hard, but ultimately it was a bit of a grind. A bit of a grind here. Let's have a look. Probably had a chance to deal with Killer Blow much sooner. But yeah, we did something wrong here in the opening. We knew that. But he had only a small advantage, and ultimately didn't really have a clear plan after this knight thing didn't pan out. But it seems like we didn't have the clear idea either. It seems like we should have already pushed his knight back. Let's just have a look. Push the knight back, and then what? What? Why don't you say a little bit more, man? I'm not checking it. I don't care. I don't care, and neither should you. Okay, all of you youngsters watching out there, it's just a game. It's just a bloody game. Relax. You should be setting a better example for our youngsters, our leaders of tomorrow. I don't give a fuck, man, about any of your goddamn leaders of the next era. Alright, so we had something decent going on here, but yeah, it was just solid, and this was a bit weak. Yes, it was, but that was not the right response at all. And here we have a very solid advantage. I mean, it's just too much pressure, right? He can't save the pawn, so once he loses the pawn, it's GG. All right, thank you.